News 10's Alani Latang.
Our Alani Latang was the only reporter.
News 10's Alani Latang.
News 10's Alani Latang.
Let's go now to News 10's Alani Latang.
We're live in Lansing tonight. I'm Alani Latang. If you take a look here, you can see there's plenty of snow. And if you're wondering why that is, it's because the staff here have been making snow for about 2 weeks now. Having someone hack your account can be a nightmare, a scary feeling knowing someone is picking up riders under your authorized account. Police say the man was driving down Grand River between Fairview and Marshall when at some point he turned to face the school and drove all the way down here. Specifically, the state says they're too isolated. It wants people with disabilities in the community more. A female was walking with her family when she spotted what looked like a body inside the Grand River here. I'm at Fulton Park. We reached out to all of the commissioners on the board. County Commissioner Randy Schaefer was the only one to respond, but could not do an on-camera interview. Now, he told us he believes the shelter is... That's right, Ann. Kathy Clay just didn't have much to say as she blew right past us. But one of her former gymnasts was pretty vocal about why she's happy and unhappy with how things went today. Kathy, anything to say about the allegations against you? Anything to say to the survivors? Anything to say at all?
Not right now. Seeing her for the first time after the last 2 years was a very surreal moment.
It was a moment, survivors said, they've been waiting to see, but some of them wanted to look Kathy Clagis in the eye when it happened. Former MSU gymnast Lindsay Lemke wasn't happy she was arraigned on video instead of in person.
That's not fair that we got up in court in front of the world. We went public with our stories and shared, gruesome details about ourselves, and she gets to hide behind a wall and not show her face, and that's very frustrating.
Behind that wall and next to Clagis was her lawyer, who told me the timing of the charges are questionable.
It's no newsflash to anybody that I think for the AG, Larry Nassar, and anyone associated to him, right, is a gift that keeps on giving. We're just a few months away from election season, and I think the timing is very interesting.
He says he's confident his client will be cleared of charges that she lied when she told investigators she didn't know about Nassar's abuse of young gymnasts until 2016. Two survivors say they told her as far back as 1997. When Lemke told her of her abuse, the backlash she received at the time makes her glad to see Clagis hauled into court today.
And now you move on to the enablers, and we've been talking about Kathy Clagis from the very beginning. It's not political. She lied, and now she has to deal with it.
Now Clagis is out on bond. She's due back in court September 7th. That's right. All she used was her cars, a sign, and her recycle bin to block the BWL's contractors from physically getting to her tree.
I said, no, you're not. You'll have to chop me down before you chop my tree down.
It's the wake up she didn't plan for. On Thursday, Stephanie Burke learned the Board of Water and Light planned to chop down this tree in her yard.
It's just sad what's going on here. They're just butchering the trees for no reason.
So she parked her cars and moved her recycling bin, even posting a "Do not cut this tree down" sign. That was enough to stop operations for several hours and draw a crowd of BWL higher-ups, even Lansing police.
I'm a fighter and I'm not giving up.
The BWL tells me they get it. They understand why residents here are upset over the recent tree trimming, but they say they have to have their customers' best interest at heart.
But because the tree is so entwined in those lines, the health of the tree won't be maintained if we trimmed. It just has to come down.
Neighbors in Colonial Village blame what they call overcutting on the BWL's attempt to play catch-up after the 2013 ice storm. The BWL doesn't deny it.
It is true. It came out of the ice storm that we did need to do more tree trimming, and that was evident of what happened.
Now the BWL says the tree is going to have to come down sooner or later. It's not saying exactly when, but for now, the crews will keep working on the rest of the neighborhood.